Hey there, welcome back to my channel. This is Cusp of Beauty Tarot, and I'm here to do a cusp reading for you. This is relationship readings, and I know it's been a little while, so I appreciate your patience. These are relationship readings. They can be romantic, they could be friendship, family, business, doesn't matter what it is, but it's a relationship, and we'll see what comes up. This will be for the time frame of beginning August to beginning September, but you know that when you're watching it is always just right. And it's a general reading, so it's really not going to resonate with everybody. So just take what resonates, and if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. So let's begin, and I'm going to start with Cancer Leo, since I missed your birthday. Cancer Leos, let's see what's going on for you. I'm going to go back to my traditional custom relationship reading. You are in the energy of the King of Swords. You see the person as the Four of Pentacles. You feel about them the Queen of Pentacles. They are in the energy of the the Knight of Chalices or Cups. They see you as the Five of Swords. They feel about you the Three of Pentacles. The energy between you is the Nine of Swords. The obstacle is the Ace of Swords. The advice is the King of Pentacles. And the potential outcome is the Star, which is pretty cool. And I will pull a couple oracles as well. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Cups. So this could have a slow-moving energy right now, I think. But let's just kind of get a feel for the cards and see what's going on for you. Again, this is for Cancer Leo. See what's going on for you, Cancer Leo. You're in the energy of the King of Swords. They're in the energy of the Knight of Chalices. So already I feel like you have one up on the person. And I don't know that you're together at this time. There's some angst for sure. There could have been some arguments in this relationship most recently, but you're in the energy of the King of Swords. So you're pretty much in your power, and you're actually trying to stay on top of things, on top of your work, on top of your mental state. You're definitely not being swayed so easily, although it's very interesting because they see you as being in conflict, or that there's a conflict associated with you. But you kind of actually seem to have like a one-up on the person that you're thinking about. It's not a heavy cups reading for me, so I would say even though they're in the Knight of Cups, so they might have a forgiving or romantic nature about them, which we'll talk about in a minute. It's not a heavy cups reading. It's actually very much spread across the elements, and quite honestly, a lot of swords and pentacles. So a lot more thought, a lot more practical nature to this situation. Well, you see them as the Four of Pentacles. So you see them as trying to kind of keep their ducks in a row, not get too off track. You see them maybe not being as forthcoming, setting some boundaries. Whoever you're dealing with is setting some boundaries with you. What's really interesting about this Tarot de Cristal, the Knight of, if they're in the Knight of Cups energy, in this case, what you'll notice is the Knight is driving off in another direction, and he's looking back. I find this really interesting in this deck because in most cases we automatically think about the Knight of Cups offering the cup and coming forward. And what's really interesting, and it's the only deck that I can recall like this, is the Knight is going off and away. So as much as they're emotional and maybe have a romantic feeling or had wanted to be, connected to you, at least emotionally or in a pragmatic way, like in a project, could be somebody at work or through a project who wants to build with you, there's still a tenuous kind of push and pull to this because the Knight is actually, for now, sort of feeling emotions, but kind of heading in another direction. So you see them as maybe putting up some boundaries. You're staying in your power, but you see them, with the King of Swords. You feel about them the Queen of Pentacles. So, there's an element of you that probably is thinking this could be a good partnership, but I, again, am in my power. I create, in my work, in my business, and in my life. They could be, again, a business partnership. It does not have to mean that this is a romantic partnership. But with the King of Swords and feelings in the Queen of Pentacles, I do feel like you're in a very powerful position. I think, though, that you don't know if you're going to get victory with this situation. There's somebody that you're not clear on where they're at, which would make total sense because they may have expressed emotion or seem to be positive about you if they're a boss or coworker, but then again, they pull away. They do see you in conflict, or that there is a conflict associated with you and them. And what's even more telling is currently the energy between you is the Nine of Swords, Cancer, Leo. So the Nine of Swords would say that, there's some tenuous, worrisome energy between the two of you, and the obstacle is the Ace of Swords. So there is a lack of clarity. Like I said earlier, there's a lack of clarity on some level with this relationship. Again, whether it's work, personal, family, or even romantic, although I'm not feeling a big romantic leaning. The advice is King of Pentacles. So again, you're feeling Queen of Pentacles and the advice is King of Pentacles. So I think, to me, that's an affirmation of keeping going on the track that you're on, not getting too overly swayed emotionally by whatever this situation is. There's still an element of this person wanting to build with you. They see there being some conflicts associated with it. But the ultimate good thing here is that the potential outcome is the Star. So whether this offers up a conflict, this person that you're thinking about, or it is a conflicting relationship, or there's barriers or blocks up right now, ultimately, whether it's all that or not, it has the potential to provide some healing and some forward movement, regardless of how this turns out. And it's not to say that it's a breakup. I just don't get a sense that there's a big connected connection here at this time. And this, again, is over, a month's period. So let's see, what else can we tell you for your side and their side, Cancer, Leo, for this period of early August through early September? What other indicators from the Mystic Moon Oracle? Abandoned. Wow. And grief. Yeah, I guess it was coming through. There's something about this that says you are not together, or there's a sense of betrayal or abandonment or separation, for sure, on your side. How about their side? How about this person's side? And, that could just literally be, again, this Knight's going the other direction. So it may have the capacity to give, but may gave it and then left, or may give you mixed signals, or you're not sure. Purge, they might be letting go of some things, purging, and yet there's an offer. See how contradictory that is. Oh my gosh. Well, they may need to go off and heal. There could be an element of them going off to heal so that they can come back better. And that is probably why there's an encouraging Star here, is that they need or are working through something, and you're working through something. I don't know. You're in your power with the King of Swords. I think you're trying to rise above the emotions. Let me pull one more. But there definitely is something that went down. Separation. I guess that couldn't be any more confirming. Abandoned, grief, separation. And you were devoted to this person in some fashion. I think you gave a lot to it. Let me just see if I can pull one more overarching from the Good Tarot for you. So, the advice here is to stay your course. Think of your work. Think of your power. Do things that affirm your material environment. Give to your family. Give to those partnerships that are giving to you. For the time being, work on your own stuff. Try to examine if there was a trigger associated with this person, that if you examine it, there might be some healing associated and some clarity associated with it, because you're not getting the clarity. I don't know if it's really pursuing this person for clarity. I have a feeling it's something within yourself. You might even get advice from somebody with the Hierophant here, the Hierophant card, but it's definitely about a partnership that's important to you. And during this period, it's going to feel a little bit owie, but there's a good prognosis on the other side. And sometimes we do just have to feel the feelings. And then, bottom of this deck is Ten of Earth, which is the opportunity to gain it all back. reaching the pinnacle in abundance and connection and family and relationship. So with all of that, I hope there were some messages in here for you. Curious what you think. Drop a comment. Please like, share. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And it was great to be back here with you again. And have a good month. Take care.